Hey, you guys got a master on the phone here today. Who else has a question for David?
I'm just having fun. I appreciate you guys giving me some time to help, and hopefully somebody walks away from this and they say, man, I'm going to start marketing, because that's really what it comes down to. I have 3 books. I have the Ultimate Guide to Wholesaling Real Estate, which is the first book I wrote. And that's whenever I was all gung ho about wholesaling, and I still love it, but it's a job. The second book is what we talked about today, the Burr Method. The third book is called can't see it because I like to use green in my titles, but it's called The 3 Pillars of Wholesaling. And I actually give this book away for free on my website, discountpropertyinvestor.com. If anybody wants it, it's free. And what are the 3 pillars of wholesaling? They are very simple. It's marketing, it's making offers, and it's following up. And really that's really, if you want to make it even more generic and not so specific to wholesaling, those are the 3 pillars of real estate investing. Make offers. I'm sorry, start at the beginning. Market, make offers, follow up. Once you get a deal and it's actually a deal, you can go do anything you want. You can rehab it and flip it. You can go rent it out and use the Burr method. You can wholesale it. But if you aren't buying deals or finding deals, you can't do anything. So the last 4 years, we've averaged about 100 houses a year that we've purchased. Guess how many of those we bought on the MLS? On average, 100 a year. How many do you guys think?
Well, you're not buying too many. Most investors.
Not buying too many.
Yeah.
I think I'm averaging 3. And the only reason that we buy those 3 is because the agent that has that listing knows that the seller is getting really motivated and they're tired of dealing with it, and they bring the lead to me. But we don't even look on the MLS for deals because they're not there.
Wow.
Yeah. You guys want to know why they're not there? I'll tell you. And I think people avoid this a lot, but I actually love it. This is going to be my exciting moment here. So you have an agent, and an agent goes out to a property because they were called out by a homeowner. And that agent says, you should work with me. I'm the best agent in town. I can help you get this deal sold. And they go and they look it up on the local MLS, or maybe even they use realtor.com or Redfin or Zillow or Trulia or whatever. And they all come up with an average price in the area for $300,000. The number's irrelevant, but let's just use that as an example. And that agent's going to say, yeah, yours is like super comparable to these. Like there's no reason that you should not be able to get something super close to that. And hopefully, because I'm a killer agent, we're going to get you over that. Well, that's the pitch that a realtor makes to a homeowner. The pitch that I make to a homeowner as the investor, and I teach all of my students to do the same exact thing, is to tell them that you can help them solve a problem if they have a problem, but they probably don't have a problem. What can we do as an investor? Well, we can close fast. We can pay cash, which is, it's rarely my cash, but it's somebody's cash, right? And we're willing to buy the property as is. All right. 3 big things. Now there's 100 other small little things that matter, but typically what I've seen, 80-20 principle, 80% of all the deals I've bought in the last 7, maybe even 10 years have been because somebody needs to sell it fast. They need a cash buyer, and they need to sell that property as is. And when I say as is, like not just like it needs paint and carpet, like they left 17 dumpsters worth of junk in there and they're just walking away from it. Right. So we have to give them some advantage to want to work with us. So when an agent goes in, I digress. When an agent goes in and they make that pitch, do you think it's worth my time going on the MLS and contacting properties that I essentially have to go through the agent to be ethical and, tell that agent, hey, I'd like to make an offer for 60 cents on the dollar, after that agent just promised that seller to get their business, that they were going to get them every penny they could? They're not even going to show that offer to that seller. Now they should, it's ethical to do so, but they're not going to. They're not going to do that. Right. So you're wasting your time. You're spinning your tires. The MLS has programmed the sellers that they are going to get every dollar that it's worth. And as an investor, you need to program yourself that you need to buy deals. All right. You make your money when you buy. We've all heard this, or at least I hope you've heard this. You get paid when you sell. I'm going to say it again. You make your money when you buy, you get paid when you sell. So if you want to make money in real estate, buy discounted properties. Find them, send contracts on them, follow up with them, follow up with the contracts that you sent on them until you get them back signed. Now you have control. And if you want to wholesale, you don't even need any money. You have a control of a house. Go find somebody that's willing to buy that contract off of you. That's what wholesaling is. If you want to fix and flip it and you can buy it, buy it. If you can't, go find a lender that will partner with you, or even better, lend to you. Take it down, fix it, flip it, make a profit. If you want to do like I do, because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to keep working extra hard, I'm going to buy it, rehab it, rent it, refinance it, and get that lender all that money back. And I'm going to still own the asset. And I'm essentially going to have 100% leverage because the bank's going to give me an 80% loan. And I bought it so low that after it appraises and after I rehab it, that I have at least 20% equity in that deal. So I'm able to acquire these assets with none of my own money. I should say little to none, because sometimes I do leave $1,000 in a deal. But I get the money back in 2 or 3 months with my cash flow.